Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today's YouTube channel. One thing you can't take away from Peter Obi is the fact that each time you look as if you have heard the last of him, he does something else that brings him to the mind of many Nigerians of his good deeds. Again, Peter Obi is in the news for the very right reasons. And this time around, it is not political season. Others have retired from doing what they were doing simply because it was political era. But Peter Obi is still in the picture. But this time, being talked about not by him, but those who at one point or the other have received his benevolence are now the ones speaking, even to the antecedents that most Nigerians didn't know. I, for one, didn't even know. But before we go to the newspaper to find out what he has done in the past and what he did right now that is bringing a lot of shocking waves around Nigeria, particularly in the southeast. We'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You set bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as update our channel on YouTube. Well, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, has accused desperate politicians of using politics to sow seed of discord among Nigerians. Obi, a former governor of Anambra State, was in Onitsha to celebrate with the Muslim community as they mark the Sallah holiday on Sunday. He stated that Nigerians are one. According to him, once politics come on stream, some desperate politicians who want to reap from where they did not sow will try to divide the citizens along tribal and religious lines. Obi, who donated foodstuff and beverages to them, prayed to Allah to accept their fasting and sacrifices and grant them a good life. He said, and I quote him, "I am here today to celebrate with you on this year's occasion. Nigeria is one country. I am one Nigerian who believes in Nigeria, and also that we are one, irrespective of tribe and religion. I have never discriminated against anyone on the basis of religion, and I will never do that. The only thing that brings division amongst us is politics. Once it is time for elections, some politicians engage in divisive campaigns, but it should not be so. One of my businesses is run by a northerner from Kano, as in one of my businesses is run by a northerner from Kano, and the business is doing well. You all are my brothers, and I'm your brother. Today is not for politics, but for celebration. I came after the election because if I came during politics, people would have said it is because I'm running to be president." He continued, "No one has supported the Muslim community in Anambra like me. This mosque was demolished at some point, but when I became governor, I rebuilt it the way it is today. We see you as part of us, and I want to assure you that no one can stop you from living here and carrying out your businesses. I live here in Onitsha, and if there is any need to contact me, always do so. If you need me in the area of healthcare and education, feel free to call on me because those are areas I am very passionate about." Earlier, Chief Imam of Onitsha Central Mosque, Alhaji Abdurrahman Imam, said Obi remained the only governor in the state who visited members of the Muslim community at every celebration to facilitate with them. I hope the likes of FFK can hear this. Now, the mosque was rebuilt by you. That's the chief imam talking now. He said the mosque was rebuilt by you when it was demolished years back. You visited us in the army barracks when we had a problem then. All the years you were governor, you always visited us during celebrations like this. So you are not new to us. Aye, Obi. For the 8 years you were governor, you sponsored a lot of our members to Mecca. This man is rare. You did all this even though you're a Christian. That is why we say we are with you. Even as a Christian, he said. Also, the secretary and the spokesperson of the Hausa community in Onitsha, Barrister Mahmoud Imam, while conveying the declaration of the community to Obi, stated that it has decided to support Obi and would continue to pray that he triumphs and leads Nigeria because his capacity to lead is not in doubt. I quote him word for word. He said, "We know that you are capable. We know what you are capable of. You did it here while you were governor. We, the Hausa community, are the highest registered voters in Uduakwu Ward 4 here, and we voted for you, and we have no regret about that. We saw you during campaigns, visiting interior parts of the north, places that presidential candidates that are of northern extraction fear to go. We are happy that you represented very well, and you vindicated us. Through the messages we always send back to our people that you were the best for the position," he said. This one is not propaganda. This one is coming from imams. You can imagine. I didn't know that even Peter Obi sends some Muslim to pilgrims. I never knew that he sent some persons to Mecca. He did not snap picture over it. He did not do video over it. It's not even Peter Obi that is saying it. It's even the chief imam. The mosque was demolished at some point. Peter Obi came and rebuilt it, and it's still the same way he built it ever since he became governor till today. The imam himself is the one confirming that there is no celebration that passes by that Peter Obi does not come bearing good tidings and gifts to celebrate. That is to celebrate with them. That he is not a new face in the mosque in Anambra. You know where he lives is Onitsha. Peter Obi majorly, His Excellency Peter Obi majorly stays in Onitsha. Yes, he shuffles some other places. Of course, we've seen him in several places. But yes, if we are looking for Peter Obi, so majorly living in Onitsha, Anambra State. Yes, he stays in Lagos. That is not in doubt. And he's not even the one that is saying it. When he came, they know him. His Excellency is here. See, leave sentiment. I'm not saying this because one, I'm a Nigerian. Peter Obi, yeah, I'm not calling him a saint because he's a human being, of course. But amongst the lot, I must say, if we miss Peter Obi, we have missed someone indeed. Can imagine the chief imam saying his story, his antecedent. Forget the propaganda. We've heard enough of, hey, Mr. Obi did this. Yes, you're hearing it from someone who lived in Onitsha for many years, who have had interactions with him, and he knows for sure. See, oh my God, whatever outcome of this whole thing about this whole petition and electoral stuff, I will say this from the bottom of my heart. God bless Mr. Peter Obi. God bless you, His Excellency, for in your secret life, as being extreme to the public, you are still bearing your excellency. Everything about you is so beautiful to see, so lovely to hear. What a man. And to think he's a politician. He has clearly showed that it's not about being in a corrupt environment. It's about you being determined to live a corrupt-free life. That's what we'll wrap it up. Let's meet in the comment section.